Hello my friends and welcome. We are with an all new team. So let's find a random encounter quickly and then I'm going to talk about the all new team. Now that I know that characters that go back in the draw level up, I'm going to take the opportunity to level up all of my characters. Their stats. Unfortunately, we can't put the main character in the cabinet. So at some point we're going to have to level him up the proper way. Okay, it's a tiny map with a wrecked house and a wrecked car. Awesome. Okay, so obviously main character is main character. No trouble there. So Mike is back. Mike was built by me in a time when I didn't really understand what skills were worth having. But interestingly, the skill that I was going for, which was the skill that was bought by the... So when you have characters in the locker, their skill points are spent automatically. And the skill that the AI bought was Night Hunt. And I wasn't going to get Night Hunt, to be fair. I was going to get Vanguard. But that's still fine. Basically, I got the spotting skills, which I thought would be quite good. Of course, we've now learnt that following this path down here to the MG skills is really is probably better. But this is not a bad setup, because this is all the spotting stuff, which is obviously going to be useful for detecting people before they detect you. You can just put 4 skill points in here to get the machine gun specialization and the controlled long burst. So if he picks up 4 levels, which, considering that he is actually 3 levels behind the main character, that shouldn't be too difficult. To grab that machine gun specialization. I forgot I leveled up here. Okay, shot range and inspiration. We'll get into the good skills here. There's so much work I need to do on vitality and evasion on this character though. Okay, so yeah. So Mike is back. He's not horribly built. It's just he's more built for detection than actual soldiering. But if we get these skills here, he should be fine. Klaus is an awful sniper. He has an eclectic mix of random skills that make no sense. Not that they're horrible or anything. The pistol specialization's kind of useless. The rifle specialization's useful. I mean, they're all okay. I mean, every skill in the sniper tree is actually not bad. But, you know, really you want to go down here first and get, you know, every shot is range critical, extra range damage, extra shot range. Like, this whole tree is just amazing. And then after you've got that and your DPS is crazy, you probably want to go down here for the detection. So yeah, he needs work. But you know, once again, these characters are level 9, so they will level very fast. Our Grenadier is just useless. I don't really understand his skill set at all. It doesn't make any sense. I guess Team Spirit is something. There's second skin for Panzerkleins. We still haven't seen any Panzerkleins. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his setup. He hasn't got any of the grenade skills, so he's kind of not very good as a grenadier either, but these are only temporary characters really until my characters that I used at the beginning have leveled up in the locker. And thus, you know, most of their stats have been fixed. Then we have Gunnar, who's my scout. You know, I never know what the good skills are for a scout, but I do know that you probably want night vision and spotting and sight angle. We should be able to pick these two up pretty quickly. Probably ambush as well. Does have faster attribute growth. I don't know how much that's really going to matter. Pose changing skills. I mean, none... You know, apart from putting a point in throwing knife, it's not like any of these are horrible, per se. Increased range damage is a fantastic skill. And since we already have so much of this tree, it might be worth, you know, suffering 3 wasted points just to get it. And then we have Holly, our new engineer, who has an 89 in engineering and actually has a good skill set. She has the machine gun skills, so machine gun specialization and shot range, faster reload, and well, rifle specialization is obviously the prerequisite. Faster aim shot is, you know, it is what it is. It's alright. And then she's grabbed Trap Sense and Burglar. So if we then grab Skill Growth, we can fill out this bit. So yeah, it's not terrible or anything. And I've just moved across all my equipment. But what I intend to do is actually switch back to my other characters at some point once they've leveled up in the locker, in the drawer. Because I think that is going to... That's going to lead us to...
Yeah.
There we go. That's going to lead us to better characters, basically. Much better characters. Well, that was a big, fat fail.
Oh, do not like odds.
Hey, an SVT-40. Shame it's not scoped, but I'll have the ammo. If there were more guys near this truck, when the truck blew up, they probably took some serious damage. I need to gain some height, though.
Order confirmed.
Okay. Hide, reload. Hide, reload. I do love this SMG. Obviously, with an entirely new team, familiarity needs to be built.
It is safer this way.
I see you.
This is not good.
PPS 43. That's our rubbish SMG. You have been interrupted. 100% chance to hit. 88 for the headshot. What about the snapshot? 55, but I get 3. Do it. Oh!
When you work hard, you get better.
Oh, I get 4 shots because they're so cheap. Ha! Sadly, failed to land 3 of them. That was pretty bad shooting, to be fair.
Do not panic.
Where did you learn to shoot, boy? What was that? Funny.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, there we go. Some forestry. I should be careful not to waste too much of this ammunition anyway, because I don't have a bottomless pit of Springfield ammo unless I decide at some point to go back to British lands. Oh, excuse me, allergies. To be fair, if I find more SVT-40s, if I find more of those, I will not be using the Garand for long.
Sofort.
Okay. Welcome back, Mike. Welcome back. Now, EXP is shared, and these guys are miles behind, so in theory they should level up pretty quickly. That SVT-40, he didn't seem to drop any ammo for it.
Now I am even more dangerous.
Oh god. Oh. I don't like it when the music starts. I also really don't like trees. They seem to be incredibly incredibly thick cover, and they seem to stop all spotting. Well, at least with all the spotting skills, Mike actually makes a good spotter. Oh, nice hits. Who else is nearby and might have a shot? Bras are doing it for themselves. Nice shot. Klaus.
I
Beautiful.
cannot get air.
We're done. Green light. Okay. Pretty good EXP actually. Right. So, one of the biggest issues with new characters is that their action points are usually quite bad. I will say, though, that Gunnar's action points are pretty good. And Mike's are not too bad either, but then he was one of my characters and did do a lot of running around in the past, so...
Sind Sie sicher?
What the hell is this? Garbage, that's what it is. I'll have that. 10 rounds. Well, I certainly didn't fire 10 rounds out of anything that, you know, is limited. Well, with the exception of this, I suppose I did fire 8 out of this one.
Comprendere.
I get right on it.
So, I found out
It was only a question of time.
if you put all your characters in hide mode... Who's missing?
Affirmative.
If you put all your characters in hide mode, you can pull up one character's stats just to see. Oh. Actually, just get them moving first, it's easier. You can see that the action points goes up like crazy.
Now I am even more dangerous.
So if you have a new team
Yeah.
and you've just pulled them out the draw, they're gonna have all-round good stats. You know,
Experience be the mother of teachers.
oh my god. It's gonna be...
It is bad news for them.
You're gonna have good stats according to whatever algorithm levels up the characters, such that Mike went from having 8 evasion or 9 evasion or whatever he used to have all the way up to 37.
Traps be the reason for me presence.
Huh. Traps be the reason for me presence. Okay, she shouldn't be able to die from a single door. Even if she gets blown up. Oh, well that was a free grenade. That was uneventful. Yeah, so it does seem to me like you can indeed level up action points for everybody doing this. Look, you can see it's crawling up.
Comprendere.
Which is going to enable you to just get more shots off. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Sort of more important for snipers than it is for other classes, I think, because it really allows them
Sind Sie sicher?
to get that accuracy really high to the point that they can take 100% headshots.
I work hard to improve.
His spotting went up. Why? I still don't know. I still don't really understand why spotting goes up and why it doesn't go up. Right, okay. Anyway, so this is the new team. We're gonna do the next story
Order
mission.
confirmed.
But before we do that, what I am gonna do is I am gonna just train up my main character's health a bit more.
I be willing.
Not the arm. The leg.
It is a deep wound. I will do best.
Yeah. So
I have a mild wound.
I can't. So yeah, I can't use the draws method to improve the stats of this character, unfortunately. Which means my only choice is to walk around with bleeding injuries until my evasion and vitality goes up. You can speed up the process by turning on combat mode, but that means you won't get the action points.
I have a mild wound.
Isn't this the saddest thing on earth? It's so funny because getting everyone's stats up by just putting them in the drawer actually is way less pain. As soon as I hit level 15 or so,
It is a small wound.
I will.
It can be bandaged quickly.
I'll go to the drawer and get my favorite characters back out again.
It is a small wound. It can be bandaged quickly.
Come on, buddy.
It is a small wound. It can be bandaged quickly. When you work hard, you get better.
Okay, let's work on that injury, shall we?
I am ready for active duty.
Still bleeding though.
When you work hard, you get better.
And it's funny because the bleeding
I
is
have a
coming off
mild
the top.
wound. It is a small wound. It can be bandaged quickly.
It can't be bandaged quickly.
It
This
a
is
small
actually...
wound. It can be bandaged quickly.
I mean, it's not the slowest
It is a
thing
small
I've
wound.
ever done.
It can be bandaged quickly. I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective. My
Yeah, 2
injury
extra hit
is
points.
a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
An extra 2 points of evasion's pretty good though.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Everybody was kung fu
My
bleeding.
injury is a priority. Without me, mission
This
is
is
a
so
failure.
dumb. This is so dumb.
My injury is a priority.
But
Without
hey,
me, mission is a failure.
this is how you do it, boys.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
You know what's funny? It's like
I
Eagle
am
with her
ready for
83
active
hit
duty.
points. It's going to be
I
so
bleed
funny to
like a
pull her
pig.
out the drawer.
We will not complete the objective.
And she's probably going to have like 160 hit points or something. Without having to do any of this
I
nonsense.
bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
I don't know what happens if you run out of
I
green
bleed like a
wounds.
pig. We will not complete the objective. It was only a question of time.
I don't know what happens when you run out of green wounds, so I'd be interested to know.
My injury is a priority. Without me,
Without me, mission is failure. Let's just name this like test, for example. In the interests of science.
mission is a failure.
Would he collapse after running
My
out of green
injury
HP?
is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
It's amazing how stupid
When
this
you work
is and
hard,
how effective
you
it
get
is.
better.
You're working hard, just bleeding all over the floor.
My injury
is this
is a
nonsense?
priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
I'm glad to have finally hit 50 medicine. That means I can use the high grade medical stuff now.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure. My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
Now, what's funny is, the vitality points going up is not the biggest deal. I mean, it's nice. Every extra hit point is nice, of course.
We will not complete the objective.
But what I'm interested in, from a game science point of
When
standpoint,
you work hard, you get better.
what I'm really interested in is how high will evasion actually go?
My injury
Will it carry
is a
on
priority.
growing like this
Without me,
forever?
mission is a failure.
Or will it slow down at some point? Oh, it looks like the bleeds have stopped.
I am ready for active duty.
Okay, he's done. He's done bleeding for the day. But it's an interesting question as to whether this will keep going up and 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 up at this rate. So I just gained like 5 points of evasion, which is, I mean, pretty significant. I would say that, you know, the loss of 5% chance to hit somebody is pretty significant. Now you look at Mike here, who we've just pulled out the drawer, and he's got 37. I would say pretty much everybody is rocking 30 evasion. The engineer has got the least at 24. So, I mean, let's say that, like the engineer, our expected amount is around 24. In fact, we can find out what the expected amount is, because we can just, let's do another test. Actually, while we're here. I have another test I want to do, which is, if you have no green health and you get hit, do you die? Like, what's the significance of green health? Does it actually matter? Compared to yellow health? So, once again, safety first, we'll just shoot the leg.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Nope, it didn't matter. It did not matter.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
So anyway, we can have a look at characters in the cupboard to find out roughly what the expected evasion is of a medic.
Objective.
Admittedly at level 9 instead of, you know,
Injury
level
is
12, which is what I'm at.
Without me, mission is a failure. I bleed like a pig.
This is so
We will
dumb.
not complete the objective.
But my point is that if growth never slows down, you could train up a character to
My injury is a
crazy,
priority.
insane levels of
Without me,
evasion.
Mission is a failure.
If you had like 100 evasion, would anyone be able to hit you? That's part of my question.
I am ready for active duty. My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure. I bleed like a pig.
2 bleeds
We will not
equals
complete the objective.
even faster evasion growth.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
Science, baby. Do you know though?
It was only
This is
a
why I
question of
don't.
time.
This is why I don't really do RPG style games on this channel. It's because of the need sometimes
I
to
bleed
do
like a
things like
pig.
this.
We will not complete the objective.
And this is not even me doing this
I
with
am
the
ready for
expectation
active duty. I
of
bleed
having
like a pig.
an uber
We will
overpowered
not
character.
Complete the objective.
This is me literally just trying to catch up to where I should be
My
compared to
injury
everybody
is
else.
a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
But this growth is not slowing down at all. Which makes me wonder if it's linear.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Now, I know for a fact
bleed
that
like a
Silent
pig.
Storm Sentinels
We will not complete the objective.
has caps. There are specific
injury is a priority.
ranges of stats
Without
that characters
me,
should have.
Mission is a failure.
And in Sentinels, you can't
My injury
really
is a
readily
priority.
exceed them.
Without me, mission is a failure.
Your EXP generation just slows down and down and down until you're not leveling anymore.
It was only a question of time.
But I think that might be a Sentinel's feature.
I am ready for active duty. I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Well, so far the growth has not slowed at all, and it's only really taken us about 4 minutes
I bleed like a pig.
to gain 8
We
evasion,
will not complete the objective.
which is really not long at all.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure. My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
This is so dumb. I love it.
I am ready for active duty.
Oh, I'm ready for active duty. I am actually using up a lot of medical supplies doing this. I think this treats bleeds first.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
This is not a good healing item, so I'll probably end up with permanent injuries.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission
I mean,
is
like
a failure.
permanent red bar. Unrecoverable red bar.
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective. It was only a question of time.
Okay, so we're up to
I
21.
bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Still not really knowing how
I bleed
much.
like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
Not really knowing how much more
I bleed like
I
a
need to
pig.
grow
We will
to
not complete
be
the
on
objective.
par for my level.
My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
This is amazing.
I bleed like
its
a
own
pig.
way.
We will not complete the objective.
I mean, an extra 10 HP is whatever. But an extra 10 evasion
It was
is crazy.
only a question of time. My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure. My injury is a priority. Without me, mission is a failure.
Did that do anything?
I bleed like a pig. We will not complete the objective.
This tape is kind of useless, actually.
I am ready for active duty.
Okay, we're fixed ourselves. Are these 10s? Just goes to show it is worth keeping the hemo powder, because if you get a bleed, you can't stop it. Okay, 22. And we didn't see any slowdown in growth. Not that I could tell. Ooh, hemostatic forceps, I'll have them. I'll have them. That's a relatively rare item, actually. Oh, just drop them. I'll do. Let's put some of this ammo to one side here, just to make better space. Okay, alright. So, that really didn't take long at all. Let's leave this mission. Now, out of interest, we'll go and do a story mission next time, but, I mean, at least we did a little bit of fixing the main character here, who is definitely behind the curve.
Sofort.
Okay, so if we look at medic, a level 9 medic, obviously I'm 2 levels higher, but it shouldn't be the biggest of differences.
Okay.
Ja, Herr.
Right away.
Okay, here is a medic. Level 9. Evasion 24. Okay. So, same as the mechanic, really. In fact, identical to the mechanic.
Seguro, comandante.
Not him, because I just put him back.
Ja, Herr.
Yeah, 24.
Right away.
Igen.
Okay, so in theory, at level 9, we should be 24.
Okay.
Igen.
Right away.
24 divided by 9 is 2.5, say. So, if you follow that logic, at level... Am I 11 or 12? 12. So at level 12, if you follow that logic, I should have 24 plus 3 times 2.5, which is 7.5. So I should have 31 evasion. So if I level this... If I level the main character to 31 evasion, and then see if it just keeps growing past that point.
Right away.
And if it does keep growing past that point, if it just keeps growing and growing and growing, then that's going to be very interesting.
Igen.
Right away.
Igen.
Right away.
The other thing that's quite interesting is that these guys, their HP is actually pretty bad. 138. So I've nearly caught up with that as well. I'm not really interested in the other skills. At least I got a 51 medicine, which is really all I wanted. I think that there's, you know, like a medical tool that requires 100 skill, but we're just never going to use that. What am I doing? I'm meant to be going to the armory. I went to the medical office, you know, because I'm trying to go and get medical supplies. That's just a part of my brain that's entirely too logical. Yeah, so... This adds 20 to your medical skill. And heals you significantly better than these items do. So I'm now able to use the forceps. Obviously I won't use them first. We'll use up the low grade stuff first. Lockpick set. Required engineering skill 100. Well, that ain't happening. And they also require master engineer, which Holly doesn't have. And may not ever get. It's bullet extractor, I think, is the one that requires 80 skill. Okay, so not 100, but still higher than I'm ever going to have. Oh, and there's also a first aid kit. 15 uses. For 60 stats. That's actually not bad at all. So, I mean, I guess that's where we want to go. Or where we want to be. But as we've seen, leveling up the medical skill is a painful and slow process. Unfortunately. Okay, so that's it for now. I don't know if I might just proceed to the next story mission straight away, or I might I haven't so far done anything off camera apart from inventory management. I don't know whether I should do another random encounter and further train up this evasion just to follow on with the experiment, so we learn something. You know, I might just do that and just say that that's what I'm doing, and if you're not interested, then once the battle is over, you can just not watch it, and then we'll do a story mission. I don't know how many story missions are left either. We have one mission in Brandenburg, which we've not touched because we were too busy in the Urals. And this is our third mission here. And we're definitely, I think we're definitely done with Britain. And Hanover was the first area, so I'm not sure we'll ever be going back there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many more regions and missions there are, but we've done quite a lot. But anyway, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I might just next time carry on with my experiment, because it would just involve clearing a map and then shooting myself again and just seeing if that evasion will just keep growing and growing and growing. We know that 24 is where we want to be for level 9. So for level 11 we're looking at around 30 being where we should be. The question is, will it keep just growing and growing past 30? Or will it slow down and stop? Because with other skills it just seems like they keep going. I mean, for whatever reason, when you use characters normally, the spotting skill just goes up and up and up and up and up and up. And there've definitely been cases where the spotting skill has just grown well beyond what the guys in the drawer have got. So I'll be interested to know. I'll be interested to find out. But that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and then we'll see you guys next time.